Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace and blessings, Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory and praises to our Heavenly Father and the beloved Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. All praises, all honor and glory due. Um, Pray y'all had a blessed day today, family. Just continue to push through this captivity, man. I know it's hard, but deliverance is on its way, y'all. And I pray y'all keep y'all minds sharp and just continue to push forward and disregard the BS, man. Because Satan's working, y'all. He is. But he won't overcome the Most High's true believers in this truth. Never will. Because you got the Most High with you. Who could be against you, right? Whether we live or die, we are Hamashiachs. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua Hamashiach, man. And we have attained that blessing to have His Comforter here with us, continually to help us through this, right? And just patiently waiting for His arrival, man, for Yahweh Shah's arrival. And I just wanted to give y'all a motivational message today. And in order for me to do that, I got to start off, because it's probably going to be several videos, but I have to start off where, we're heading and how is it going to come out, what are the things that are going to transpire, in order for us to get to that point where we are in the kingdom of heaven and dwelling peacefully, right? Which that will come. All praises to the Father. All praises to the Father and Yahweh Shah, man. All praises due. Right? So, in order for us to get to that point, I want to bring something out to y'all today, which is in regards to how we're going to get to that point. And I want to show y'all a video before I start off. Shout out, to one of my ox, man. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Y'all know I don't name drop, but you know who you are, man. And yeah, all praises, man. He sent me this video, and just going over this lesson today, I was like, well, damn, that's the perfect video to bring out according to this lesson. So I'm gonna show y'all it, man, and it's gonna trip some of y'all out, right? It's gonna trip some of y'all out. Some of y'all may have seen this guy, but he is a Gentile, and he basically, is going over the fulfillment of the Gentiles, man. So, it's some Gentiles out there, man, that are willing and understand their place and that knows, what's to come, man, according to the Most High's word. So I'm gonna show y'all this. Let me get this video pulled up.
Hey there, my family. This is your brother Dana, and I'm coming to you from the city of Atlanta. The decision today from the Supreme Court was not a shock to me, because we know
Slack
that every system in this nation, including the justice and the Supreme Court, was made to sustain, maintain, and above all else, protect white supremacy, white power, white privilege. But see, this is what my white family don't understand. And what they don't understand is the time of us Gentiles is up. The time of the Gentiles is up, white family. So it doesn't matter about your military power. It doesn't matter about your president in the office. It doesn't matter even about the Supreme Court's decision to protect your white supremacy. Because the Bible says that the time of the Gentiles will come to a fulfillment. And you are the generation to see and witness the fulfillment. Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Those are our black brothers and sisters. And will be led away captive into all nations. That was our black brothers and sisters, ancestors that were taken into all nations by the Atlantic slave trade. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles, who are our current white, Ashkenazi, Jewish people. And look up what ish on the end of the word means in the English language. And these Jewish Gentiles will trodden down Jerusalem until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. To you, my Gentile family members, the time of our reign has been fulfilled. It is now time for Jacob to rise to the head. Our black brothers and sisters that we have held captive underneath white supremacy for more than 400 years, they are the real Hebrews of the Bible. And what took place in Egypt to the powerful Pharaoh and his kingdom will be exactly what takes place into this mystery Babylon, the United States of America. As God, or the Most High God, comes to set his precious chosen children, our black brothers and sisters, the real Hebrews of the Bible, free. And so there is no Supreme Court ruling. There is no president, no army, no intelligence that you can have to hold back the Most High Yah God coming to get his children. Remember, Pharaoh thought he was all that in a bag of chips too.
Now, all praises to y'all about Shimmy Shah, man. It just brings a smile to your face. You know, to hear not our people say it, but a Gentile say the things that he just said, right? Because by what he said, you know the times are near, y'all. We are extremely close. We at the gate. We at the door, right? To salvation and the fulfillment of the Gentiles, right? You heard what the man said, right? See, and that's what we're going to get in today, y'all. It's men like him, man, you know, who are going to obtain that mercy through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. And it's going to be men like him and women of a Gentile culture who are going to make it in the kingdom through servitude, man. And servitude is not a bad thing because, listen, y'all, shoot, me, myself, I will want to get in the kingdom any type of way I can, man. If it's sweeping the floors, hey, so be it. You know, it's going to be the most beautiful time that we have ever experienced, right? And we got to know that the Gentiles are gonna obtain the kingdom of heaven as well, just not like us. See, the Most High has His chosen before the foundation of the earth. He knows the ones that are gonna carry out His will, and He has an elect nation, right? The ones that are supposed to represent Him in His light, in His glory, right? The ones that are supposed to shine His glory across the face of the earth, and that's us Hebrew Israelites, us Jews, right? And it's not selfish. Uh, um, it's not, um, uh, you know, picking and choosing, man. It's just the way it's supposed to be, man. And his people are his people, is his family, man. You know, he's the ones that he created us in his image, right? And the Gentiles did what they did, you know, and that's why they are in the position they're in. And here's the thing, though, uh, every other nation, including us, we reigned for a little bit in this time in history and stuff like that, but every other nation has got a chance to reign. Every other nation, man. Now the time is up, man. You know, and they have their kingdom has to crumble in order for the Most Highs to be established, right? So everything I'm about to let y'all know, man, it has to come to pass in order for us to obtain this promise from the Most High. It's prophecy. It's got to be fulfilled, and it is coming. It is coming now. Mind you, y'all, the Gentiles, some are gonna make it into the kingdom, of course, you know. But he said that we will be in rulership forever, y'all, forever, and that's truly a blessing that the Most High chose us, man. So we are gonna get into that, and one of the ones I want to look at is one of the ones he brought out. I'm going to go to Luke 21 and 24. Let me go there real quick. Luke 21 and 24. And it reads, this is Yahushua saying, it reads, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So, like he said, he brought that out, man. And who's over there in our land now, right? You do know that, right? It's the Jewish people. And notice that he brought out the name Jewish, which if you read it up in the dictionary, Adam online, preferably, it reads that which pertains to, not of, not the exact thing, right? And we know they are there now in our land, right? Like it says in the scriptures, it's prophecy fulfilled. So, I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to go to Romans 11 and 25. It reads, for I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of the mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles become in. Verse 26, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Right? So we all know what Yahushua did. He offered himself up for the remission of sins, and anyone who accepted him and does the works, you good, right? It says at the end of the day, man, like every other nation is gonna, bow to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, and accept his word and his people, right? So, this promise that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has promised us, man, you know, it's steps to get there, to obtain that salvation. And it's close, y'all. Trust me, I can feel it. I know y'all can feel it too. But let's go ahead and go to Numbers 35 and 33. Numbers 35 and 33. And it reads, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not the land which you shall inhabit it, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel. So, we look at verse 33. It says, the land cannot be cleansed but by the blood therein, by the ones who shed it. So, who shed our blood, right? The Gentiles, not just Japhet. You got other ones like Moab, and all that. Because the way they did it, they conspired against us as a collective to deceive us, and their intents were wicked, to keep us away from the knowledge of this word, and they led us in captive. All praises. And I got a preset for that, y'all. I'm gonna go to Psalms 83 and 1, and it reads, keep not thou silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, the enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. So let's be a wordsmith, y'all. What does tumult mean? Right? It means a disorder, disturbance, right? That's basically what it means on Edomite line. It says in verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulting against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. Y'all hear that? They are confederate against thee. Right? They all came against us and consulted with each other. Verse 5. For they have consulted. Alright, so Slocky, y'all had to do something real quick. But, so basically, let's go back to where it says, verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Right? And it's going to name all the nations, right? All right, so they all conspired against us, you know, to put us in the position to where we are now. That's why, you know, they're going to be in the position where they're at. And it says in verse 6, the tabernacle of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarians, Gabal, and Ammon, and Ammon, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have Hopelin the children of Lot, Salah. Do not them as unto the Midianites, as to Syria, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at the ender. They became as dung for the earth. So they all conspired against us. So now that I read that, you know, and we know what transpired, you know, I'm gonna go back to Slovakia. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna just hit Numbers 35 and 33 again. Let me go back there real quick. Numbers 35 and 33. And it reads, "So ye shall not pollute the land where ye in, for blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it." So we know who conspired against us. We know that, but also the Most High, in he said, you know, be merciful as he is merciful to us. You know, we could have been just wiped out completely, but the Most High was merciful unto us, and that's the same type of mercy we got to show now. But what I'm about to mention next, we're not in that particular time, but I do believe it's coming up, right? But it's something that we have to go through to get and attain that kingdom of heaven, right? Because the lands cannot be cleansed therein unless the ones that blood be shed, that shed the blood of theirs, right? So when we know who shedded our blood, throughout the history, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna take us to Micah 4 and 13. We're gonna go there real quick. Micah 4 and 13. So yeah, I'm gonna go start in Micah 4 and 10. Or let's start in verse. Let's see. 8. And Micah 4 and 8. And it reads, "And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion. The kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. Now why dost thou cry out loud? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perished? For pains have taken thee as a woman in travail. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies." So, it's talking to us about be driven out of Jerusalem, and now we are in the north country, right? We're in the mystery Babylon, right? All right. So, and it says in the next verse, "Now also many nations gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion." That's the scripture I just read y'all, right? So in Psalms 83 and 3, they all conspired against us, and right now, how are they looking at us being devoured? Well, we went through 400 years of slavery, right? We are on the bottom of the economy, right? And they knew who we were, you know, and they hid the truth from us in these scriptures, right? So you got people walking around not knowing who they are, not knowing they're children of the Most High, not knowing how much importance and love the Most High has for us, right? Thinking they're just some other average Joe, or they're Muslim, or this or that, right? Our people are the ones that truly, you see around the world, some our people think they're this or they're that or this or that, or African American. That's not our true nationality, right? So that's how they look, letting us be defiled, right? But the Most High said He wouldn't let us be left in the dark, and He made promise. He made to that promise, right? So we are all brought back to remembrance by these scriptures, which is a comforter, right? So it says in verse 12, "But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they His counsel, for He shall gather them as sheaves into the floor," right? So from all the four corners of earth, man, He's gonna gather us, man. When that day comes, right? and we're gonna be taken up in them chariots, man. The ones that are still remain, right, that's living, right. We're gonna be taken up in them chariots, and you know, he's gonna gather us, man. You know, and it says in verse 13, "Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat into pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth." And there you go, man. So, you know, that's speaking of that First Corinthians 15:40, when mortal shall put on immortality. He's gonna change us, man. Just like it says, when we see Yahweh, we're gonna be as him. You know, that's why it says we really don't know who we shall be until we see him, right? And we'll be as him. You know, so you know, will be changed, you know, from mortal to immortality, right? And the men will be arrayed in battle, right? These are the ones that will be Yahweh's battle axe and weapons of war, right? Now the Lord said judgment is his, right? But look who he will use to cast that judgment on the entire world. I'm going to go ahead and go to Jeremiah 51:20. Right? I'm pretty sure most of y'all are familiar with that one. Jeremiah 51:20. And it reads, 19, let's start there. "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee I will break into pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break into pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break into pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break into pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break into pieces old and young, and with thee will I break into pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break into pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee I will break into pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee I will break into pieces captains and rulers, and I will render unto Babylon and to the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion and in your sight, saith the Lord." All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we see right there in Jeremiah 51:20 through 27, you know, he's going to use us to cast out that judgment across the world. Yes, judgment is, you know, the eternal Father of heaven and earth. That's why we got to be patient and endure, y'all, until the end, right? Like it says in Salakia escapes me, I think it's Psalms 20, I believe, or 30, no, Psalm 30 or no, 27. I think it says, let me go there, let me see there, right there. Let me see. I think it's in Psalms 37. Yep, it says Psalm 37:1. "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed." All praises. So, you know, we ain't envying nobody right now. You know, we know what will happen to, you know, the ones that are unbelievers, the ones that, you know, just truly just don't get it, the so-called heathens, right? So we know what'll happen to them, man. So we're not doing anything to cast judgment on them in this time right now, but we wait patiently and endure to the end, y'all, because that time is coming. But just to read that to y'all of what is going to happen before, you know, we enter in that kingdom, which I'm pretty sure y'all know, but I had to bring that out, you know, so it will be bloodshed, man, just as simple as that, you know, but it's going to be righteously, man, through the spirit of power Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why now, you know, it is that warning, that birth pain, man, to anybody to accept the salvation of Yahushua, man, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, because it's here, and we and I love everybody, man, I do, Gentiles alike. I know some of y'all are gonna be like, what? Oh well, yeah, man. The Most High says, love thy enemies, love the ones that persecute you, right? Let me just get that one before I leave. Let me see. Let me get that real quick. Alright. Slovakia. So I found that it's in Matthew 5:43. This is Yahushua speaking. It says, "Ye have heard that it have been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy." Look what he said, y'all. He said, "But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you." Right? So that hasn't changed, man. This is so that we can be spotless before the throne of the Most High. Because if we dishing out evil with evil, how can that even? It's going to create more evil. So as long as that door is open, because Yahushua said no man can close that door, but Him. We gotta be as Yahushua was, man. And just be as merciful, balanced, right? Because there's gonna come a day where all that is he gonna shut that door, man. And that's when his men will get in, that battle for him, man. So I know I was pretty much kind of all over the place today, but this is needed, and I just pray that it was edifying to you as it was for me. But we're going to get into the blessings and the promise that we will attain after all the storm is cleared, right? So just stay tuned, y'all. I remember that old saying, man, sometimes you just got to go through hell to get to heaven, right? Well, we currently pushing through, man. We being brought through like refined gold, right? So, we just got to keep focused and, patiently wait and have that meekness and humbleness to us to obtain that salvation. So, disregard all the evil whisperers, all the ones that are trying to take you down, into that rabbit hole with them, man. Like it says in the scriptures, be slow to speak, slow to wrath, and quick to hear, right? So, because when it soon comes, we shall heap coals upon the wicked's head, man. So, we being merciful just like our Father is, man. So let's continue to push, man. And that day is coming, man. So, just hear the warning. Take heed to the warning. Take heed to what the word says. We don't want to be on that other side. I know I don't. So let's continue to push, y'all. I love y'all. I pray this was edifying message to y'all. And giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahushua. All praises due. Shalom.